Hello everyone, Paragon here. Today I want to show you the strategy used to average out 11 divines per hour. And what I want to mention is that this strategy does prefer a build that has good clear and is relatively fast. Even though I do have 7 minutes per map, but that's mostly because of looting taking too much time. So if you don't have such a build, or if you're interested in such a build, check my previous videos. I'll have a link in the description. And yeah, I did 3 batches of maps. One with 8 mod corrupted, a second one with 8 mod corrupted, and then the third one was with non-corrupted maps with 4 to 6. That is important because we're using the cartography scarab of escalation, so each mod provides us increased maps. But I just want to share with you a bit about the profits. Mostly all profits come from tier 17 maps. That's a big chunk of our profit. Then it's divine orbs, be it from they dropping directly from Legion or from ornate incubators. You can use the ornate incubators yourself or sell them. What I did was sell them. And then it's stack decks. Stack decks again drop quite a bit from Legion, and I also use the diviner incubator. And some good Vados puzzle boxes. I'm not sure if I was lucky or not to get 3 of them in 60 maps. Next thing is emblems and scarabs and maps. So let me show you the scarabs that I use. I'm using 3 Legion scarabs, 1 cartography of escalation, and 1 Legion of officers. I'm running dunes. You could run any map you want, but Legion and open layouts go hand in hand. The Atlas tree looks like this. I'm using every Legion pretty much. Here I'm patting on this side because for the extra chance to have rewards, and because yeah, basically for the extra chance of rewards. I don't really care that much for the duration. We're getting the chance, that way we have 1 free Legion, and yeah. Also, I'm getting every map as possible, every map node. This is the only one I'm not getting because I'm out of points. The increased chance to become 1 tier higher. That's why we get so many tier 17s. It definitely helps a lot. I am blocking almost everything other than Legion and Ultimatum. I'm not blocking Legion for obvious purposes because I want to run Legion. I'm not blocking Ultimatum because of the expensive Scarab there, Ultimatum of Catalyzing. And I'm getting some Scarab nodes and the increased chance for the Ambush Scarab because Ambush Scarabs are currently more expensive, so I want to get more of them. And I'm running Red Altars. If you want, you can run either the Blue Altars, but I'm running Exarch. I'm getting some Nico. Here I get some chance for Nico just from the patting, which is nice. So, and that's why I'm using this to get some more chance to pat here and get packed with energy for some movement speed and damage. And I try to use this sparingly during mapping. Not click all 3 sulfide veins at once, but click them throughout the mapping. And because I have so much Nico chance, I usually get it like half the time. I also get these nodes. Sorry. Specifically for the chance to get Azurite. I just used all of the Azurite that I got from 60 maps and I bought I had a few resonators, but I bought 110 from 60 maps, and currently they're worth 1 divine for 80 something, so that's just a bit more profit free on the side. Now, should you run aid mode maps or no? Because if you see here, I have good profit even on non-aid mode maps. But I just want to mention a bit about the cost. The cost is for the Scarabs is the same. It doesn't, I mean, if you're running the same Scarabs, of course it will be the same. So the difference will come from the map itself. But currently, chisels are expensive. The maps, if you don't have the maps in your stash tab, if you don't have any dunes and you have to buy them, they're not as expensive as 8-bot maps, but still they cost something. And they cost you maybe 4 or 5C in bulk to buy a dune map. And then you need to chisel it. And a chisel currently is around 0.7 kills. And you need to use 4 chisels for a 20 quality map, which means that you use 2.8 kills to chisel the map. So you're already at around 7-8 kills for the map just to buy it and chisel it. And then when you oak it, if it doesn't have good mods that you cannot run, like reflect damage or something, you need to spam kills or spam scour and elk. So you get to maybe 10 kills per map. While 8 mod corrupted maps with regex are currently 15 kills on TFT. So yeah, if you have the maps, you don't have to buy them. That would be cheaper. But if you don't have any maps and you have to buy them, maybe just buy directly 8 mod corrupted maps. I will share with you the regex that I'm using, and you should be fine with it. So how to liquidate the profit? Because that's very important. How do we liquidate all of this and sell it as fast as possible? In here, I have an export from one of my tabs, the latest one with non-corrupted maps. You can see it's 24 divines, 23.9, but it's 24. The maps and everything match compared to here. You can pause and check it. And what I did on the left side is just I got the top because this is sorted by the total price. So here you can see that Fortress is at the top, and I just updated the price compared to what the PoE Ninja, because WoT Exile is pulling from PoE Ninja, if I'm correct. And I did type in manually the actual bulk when you're selling in bulk. Currently Fortress map could be sold for 0.8, but I just put a bit below if you want to sell it faster. So that's the actual price. One divine is again like divines is divines. Stack deck, uh, the ninja price is close this time, but if you have a couple hundred, I would always suggest, it doesn't matter, stack deck, scarabs, fossils or whatever, just have bulk. The more bulk you have, the better. But if you have 500 stack decks, for example, there you can sell it for more compared to if you have like only 50, let's say. It's not a huge difference, but it is a difference that you can use in your favor. Ornate incubators I sold. Here you can see I have some screenshots of the sales. This is I got 66 ornate incubators in one of the 20 map sessions, so they sold directly for 3 divines. One guy bought them. Incandescent invitation, that's easy again. Yeah, so that's pretty much the bulk of our profit. And you can see only from this here, you can see that it's calculating all of this part. I'm gonna share the sheet later so you'll be able to see it, but only these like 10 to 15 items already give you 18 divines. And there's a lot of other items left, which definitely will be harder to sell because it's bubblegum currency. But you're not gonna do 60 maps. If you're playing for a while, or if you want to play for a while, you will do hundreds of maps. So when you do hundreds of maps, all of those items here, for example, let's say Scarabs. If it's an expensive Scarab, you will definitely sell it fast, like only one. But for example, this ambush scarab, as I said, that was 3. I'm getting more ambush scarabs, and you can see here I already have 19 in 60 maps. Right now, the ambush scarab goes for 1 divine, 22 scarabs. So when I get 22 scarabs, that's when I will sell it. I'm not gonna sell it one by one or anything. Because look at the price here, 7C. Maybe 7C is correct. Maybe it's not that correct, but yeah, all of those items you can always go to TFT and bulk sell your scarabs. That's definitely possible. And you'll be losing out a bit, but you'll be getting basically your time back. But what I do usually is I don't list small amounts of scarabs that are worth like 20 or whatever C. I wait till I have a bulk to sell for a divine, and I just sell it for a divine, and that's it. And I do the same with fossils. In Legion, you get some fossils, so you will get some bulk. Maybe for those you want, you can sell for us. You will never sell. Just accept it. You will never sell this. But these, you can see that we're getting a bit of quantity. Wait until you have for divine and sell them then. And that's how you will get your full profit without thinking too much. We have tier 17s, stack decks, incubators, the diviner incubator, the ornate incubator, divine drops, maps. If you're running 8 mod maps, you will be getting on the normal maps. They're currently worth money. For example, Dunes goes 1 divine for 40 maps. You can sell those. The other map that you have linked, I have Bog, because the Bog is linked to Dunes. And some of the Eldritch altars here, I haven't gotten any. Like I have some Grand Eldritch, but again, for the Grand Eldritch, it's currently 1 divine for 22. Wait until you have 4 divine, that's when you sell it. And that's it. Just don't be in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, sell some of the top items if you need currency. But for the other ones that aren't that expensive, I would suggest wait until you have bulk, until you have a large enough quantity so that you can price it for a divine, because we're not here to count our chaos orbs, we're here to make divines, or maybe even some mirrors. And yeah, just to add, we are of course running Legion and we get emblems. So if I do this, in 60 maps I've gotten 56, 40. So maybe on an average of 35 to 40 sets. And you will have to use TFT bulk selling to sell those. But again, wait until you have quantity. For example, the wall emblem, you can buy some. Like if you have close to 40 sets on these, just buy 10 wall emblems so that you have 40 full 5-way sets and sell the sets directly on TFT. And yeah, that is the way I would liquidate such tabs when using the Legion farming strat that I'm using. I hope that you find it to your liking. It is maybe not the most currency per hour, but it is solid. And in 60 maps, we've made 82 divines. If we remove the cost isn't too high. The scarabs, like the scarabs are worth 0.7. The map device is currently a bit over half divine. And then the maps. So this is for 20 maps. It's 3 divines if you're using 8 mod corrupted. It's close to 2 divines if you're not. And if we remove this cost from the 82 divines, it's around 74 divines in pure profit. And yeah, in 60 maps, I think that's a good profit. We're using a 20 divine build and we got 80 divines to sell. So that's more than enough to get your headhunter, do some other upgrades that maybe you need or whatever is to your liking, and continue from there. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I wish you a lot of divines and have fun.